I like this one, a real simple one. Pose, pause, pounce, bounce. A real nice phrase to say. Really helps you with your how to question students. Pose. Okay. Notice there, I've set up the pause. I've done a lot of work on reflection. I often think that sometimes we ask the question too quickly. So I tell them, look, in a minute, I'm going to ask you, what are Chaffee's 5S's or whatever it is. Okay, so I want you to think about that. So in a minute, I want you to list Chaffee's 5S's. So once again, it stops that blurt out that some some students give, and then actually do pause, take a breath. I think we forget sometimes how much we know, and the learners really need that kind of reflection time and that analysis time and really thinking time. And then the key thing is pounce. So Stephen, and then ask him the same question. Okay, Stephen, what are Chaffee's 5S's? Okay, always useful to know their name. There's most teaching is, but really then pounce that question onto somebody. Sometimes can be quite useful because you really give them that quiet time, and then you go, boom, hit them with a name. Nice. It's a bit of fun sometimes. Helps with the sadistic side, etc. But then what's useful? Oh, there we go. Sorry, Stephen answered. Then what's useful is we then bounce the question. So Tien, how would that work? How would we use the 5S's? Claire, what's good about the 5S's? Ahmed, what's bad about the 5S's? So that reflection time earlier actually helped them to get, rather than just list them in their head, they really started to think about these 5S's. Okay, so once they've answered the question, bounce the question. So pose a question, don't forget to pause. I found that so powerful in my teaching a few years ago, and I absolutely loved it. That in a minute, I'm going to ask you something. And it really did improve the quality of answers. Letting students take that, it's not a minute, it's 10 seconds usually at the most, but really giving them that thinking time to just stop and blurting out whatever comes to their mind. Okay, really helps delve deeper, especially with the high level stuff. So pose a question, pause for a break, pounce it on somebody, and then bounce that question along quite quickly. Then usually how we would pounce it, that's how we bounce it. Okay, so try not to give them then time to think about it. They've got to move it along. Okay, move that question further now. So not just the description, going into the analysis, really exploring Bloom's taxonomy of learning. So pause, pose, pounce, bounce.